I'm Heather, and I just finished doing my nephew's Flat Stanley project, which I'm really excited about, so I wanted to share it with you. So Flat Stanley, if you haven't heard of it, it is a children's book that talks about a man named Stanley that gets flattened by a bulletin board, and then he can get sent to all these different places via an envelope. So this is the Flat Stanley that my nephew Parker made for me. And so I had a lot of fun with this. I made him a little sleeping bag, and he fits right into the little sleeping bag. And then it can even fold up, and then he's just peeking out. And then I also made him a little kitty cat because we went to the pet store together. So there's his little kitty. And then I put my whole thing in this little album. So this says, Dear Parker, I've been having so much fun with Flat Stanley. We've been doing everything together. He first arrived on Friday. I let him get settled in my house and meet my cat. And then I did a little photoshopping and I made his little eyes happy. And then I said, I noticed that he didn't bring his sleeping bag with him. I told him he could sleep in my bed with me, but he was afraid I'd crumple him, so I made him his very own flat sleeping bag. And then I made his eyes sleeping right here. And so on Saturday, I had to work my booth at a craft festival, you know, being an artist and all. And Stanley had such a great time trying to help me sell my art. So there he is, peeking out from my art there. He also made me giggle when he insisted on playing peekaboo while I was drawing in my sketchbook. And if you look really closely, he's peeking out right there. Working the craft show was a long day, so when we got home, we went right to sleep. We needed to get some rest for Sunday, our big day. First, on Sunday, we headed to the pet store. Of course, I made sure Stanley's seatbelt was buckled so he'd be safe on the road. And then here you can see I'm driving and little Stanley is buckled in. At the pet store, Stanley met all kinds of animals. Dogs, cats, fish, and even a snake. This dog was crazy. He was like totally pawing at Stanley and trying to get him. And then here's the fish. And that one was really fun because I made Stanley's mouth like in a little, like he's blowing bubbles, and then I made little bubbles coming out. And then a snake, and so he's like looking over at the snake, and he's like a little scared of the snake. And Stanley loved the cats the most, and so there's a little kitty cat, and I have a little heart there because Stanley loves the kitty cats. In fact, he loved the cat so much that he insisted on adopting one. Can you help think of a name for his new cat? And so there's him with his new cat on his lap there. After the pet store, we went to Claytopia, which is the pottery studio where I teach art classes. Stanley had so much fun playing hide and seek amid all the pottery. It was just the right size for him. Can you find him hiding in this picture? So if you look closely, you can see him hiding in all the pottery. Stanley also had a great time when he came to my painting class. He fit right in the pocket of my apron, which was perfect. So there's little Stanley there. He was a big hit at the class too. He loved watching all the students work on their paintings. So there's him with all the students painting in the background, and then you can see me teaching all the way in the back there. We had such a fun time together. I would love to see Stanley again sometime, but for now, he can be back with you because he sure did miss you. He talked about you all the time. However, he did insist on bringing back a little surprise from my art studio for you and each of your classmates. Hope you like them. Miss you lots, Aunt Heather. So in the package, I'm going to include a little bookmark of my art and a little pin for each of the students as a little surprise. So that's it. That's the Flat Stanley project that I did for my nephew. I hope you liked it. Bye.